pushed Kyle Busch to the win here last year. Kyle Busch was in the truck he's driving. Oh, there they go.
Hornaday goes around. The rain Carthaginian almost upside down, and he does go on his hood as Ron Hornaday.
There just wasn't any way.
Hornaday rolls again in turn number 1.
You said it, Michael.
That started too soon, Phil. They were doing that for 25 laps.
See Ron moving around inside of that truck.
Trying to get free from the 33. You see the movement.
I'm sure NASCAR will red flag this race here.
Talk to us, Ron.
Safety crews immediately to him.
Here comes Todd Bodine to check on Ron.
He clicked the bike. He's all right.
Feel good. I saw him moving around in there.
You saw Todd Bodine run up to the side of the 33 truck. Competitors and very good friends.
What about this sport? Last week he celebrated in victory lane. This week he's on his roof with just a couple of laps to go.
He's out. He's out. It's all good.
Bodine happy to see his friend Ron Hornaday getting out of that truck.
A real good truck there today, guys. Not our fault. We was in the hunt. Pack all this stuff up. What's in the wrong place. Needs to be in Kernersville.
Safety crews attending to Hornaday.
I think maybe Ron had signaled to the safety folks that he needed them to flip the truck over because he was stuck in there. That happened to me one day in Daytona back in '04. I turned over and there was no way I was getting out, and they had to flip the car over so I could make my way out of the car, and I'm sure that's what's going on with Ron. Looks like they're putting straps around it so they can roll it.
You saw the same thing with Ryan Newman a little while back where he was upside down. They needed to get that vehicle turned back on its wheels so they could get out. You see Todd Bodine coming back over now, checking. There's Grant Enfinger having a great run. We had just talked about it. Now his day is done. A lot of damage to the front of that 2 of Ken Schrader. Again, red flag condition here as we had just 3 laps of racing remaining coming through the tri-oval, and that's where the mess started.
So Mike Skinner's truck also with a lot of damage in that last shot. There's Narain Carthaginian's truck with a lot of front damage and rear damage. That's Mike Skinner's truck right in front of Narain's truck. Well, we talk about the big one. We talked about at the very top of the show. We've been pretty fortunate. We've been trying to have a big one just about from the drop of the green flag, and unfortunately it came here just in the last 5 laps.
I was going to go hug every one of those guys if they were able to somehow figure out how to crash, because it's just too hard to do what they're asked to do. You know, those bumpers not lining up, trucks moving around all over the place, and see what caused this to start.
Looked like the Todd got pushed by the 95 of Grant Enfinger, and it turned him into the truck on the inside of him. And then you see Ron Hornaday going upside down.
Grant was just doing what he saw there. Ooh, wow, look at that hit late by Todd. Grant was just doing what he'd seen everyone else do. A rookie at this. First start.
Now, watch the red truck. He's going to push Todd Bodine, and it's going to turn Todd sideways right there into the 5 of Mike Skinner. Mike gets into the 33 of Hornaday.
Just too big of a push. Look at the job that Matt Crafton does, sneaking around the outside.
And when these trucks get backwards, obviously we talked earlier about the spoiler being at 65 degrees. When they go backwards, it lifts that back into that truck of Hornaday up and onto its top it goes.
Plus, he was not only backwards, he's getting pushed by Mike Skinner too, so I'm sure that helped ramp that truck up in the air. But as you see the trucks going out of the screen to the left, all those guys are getting ready to do it all over again, Rick. They got a couple of laps to try to figure out how to win this race, and if you survive this crash, you think you still got a shot to win the race.
And you know what, Rick? They're going to put this completely out of their minds. All the guys that saw this and they're going to see the aftermath, they're going to put it completely out of their minds and race hard for 2 laps just like there's no tomorrow.
We'll be holding our breath once again when we see the green flag come back out. Again, they're righting the 33 of Ron Hornaday, getting it back onto its wheels. You see the NASCAR official talking to Ron Hornaday. He's still in the truck. They opted to turn it back over so that he could climb out, and we're seeing him now climbing out of that 33. That is a great sight.
Listen to the crowd. Listen to the fans.
what a great sport. The first one to get